My name's Ian Graham. I'm a director on Korra, and I was also a storyboard artist on Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hi, my name is Steve On. I'm an assistant director of Ian Graham for The Legend of Korra Book 3.
This is it, Mako! We made it! This is where Dad grew up! Come here, look!
Okay, calm down. I'm looking.
This episode basically takes us on a journey. We go into the city, we meet Ba Sing Se for the first time since the original series. Brian and Mike, they were pretty specific about how they wanted to really see the class system in the city. And in this particular city, in Ba Sing Se, it's visually represented. I mean, we have visual rings that create the kind of poverty line. The outer ring tends to be, a place where poverty is and it's tougher on the people and everything like that. And then as you move up through the rings, the class system becomes more prevalent. It didn't used to be as strong, I don't believe, in the original Avatar series. I think that the Earth Kingdom was a more well-rounded place, but with the new queen, I don't believe that that's the case. The queen herself is a dictator, not the nicest of people. She's kind of lost complete touch with the lower ring and the poverty element. In fact, she's probably lost touch with the middle class too. I mean, she's strictly royalty and doesn't think of the people as anything particularly important.
I am surrounded by idiots.
You start to get a first taste of what's wrong with the Earth Queen. We worked very hard to make it very different between the upper class and the lower class. I mean, because it's kind of a cornerstone of what's going on in the Earth Kingdom. And the Queen's spaces were always huge and wasteful. I mean, just like these massive royal spaces. And the people in the lower ring were 25 people crammed into one little room.
Lower Ring was pretty inspired by Hong Kong and a very local area where local people and citizens they live very closely. Unfortunately, I was in Hong Kong a few years ago, so when Brian and Mike mentioned we want to use this reference, this is such an epic, big city, but sometimes very small details here and there in the street tells a lot of stories.
The bad news is, we're stuck here. The good news is, you can go to the bathroom wherever you want.
What's also interesting is that Mako and Bolin grew up in Republic City on the streets. Right. However, when they see the streets of Ba Sing Se, the lower ring, they seem to be they're taken back a little bit in how bad it really is.
Hey everybody, look who's here! San's kids, Mako and Bolin!
The first time we really see their family, we see that it's a large group, clearly. And it is very difficult to do scenes with large numbers of characters, especially all shoved into a little teeny room like they were.
We stage all the important characters in the center, like uncle, grandmother, to Mako Bolin. They're eating dumplings in the center, and all the miners
yeah, all the miners
just surrounded.
Yeah, there were a lot of family members there. So,
right.
But it's kind of funny too, because Mako and Bolin went from being orphans, in essence, and completely alone, to having this big family.
This is so great! We've never had a family before, now we've got 1, 2, 5, 11... A big family!
Bolin gets really excited,
yeah,
seeing the faces who have the same eyebrows and then...
Yeah, that was a design note. We tried to make as many of them have Bolin's eyebrows.
Come with me. I have something to show you.
There's a moment where grandmother take Mako and Bolin to the upstairs and, the backstory of how parents of Mako and Bolin went away.
He sent this picture of you all on his birthday.
They both have lost. They lost their parent, but she lost, her son.
I'm sure they would want you to have this.